At the age of 60, Snoop Dogg will be 420 in dog years. What other useless fact do you know? Gary Newman is 13 days older than Gary Oldman. Uncopyrightable is the longest word in the English language that doesn't repeat a letter. Only useful if you really want to annoy the shit out of some people in a game of hangman. All odd numbers have E in their English names. Ohio is the only U.S. state not to share a letter with the word mackerel. Cows have best friends. The average Westerner wipes their butt 136,875 times in their life. The Beatles couldn't read music. When JFK was assassinated, the USSR freaked out because they had no idea if it was actually them or not. 1 in 4 children has some kind of worms. Bone is wet. That during the Cold War the CIA had a plan to reduce Russia's morale by dropping XL-size condoms labeled as M on the Soviet military camps. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the most famous bodybuilder of all time, but he never had six-pack ABS. The only words in the English language that contain the word meow are meows, meowing, meowed and homeowner. Butterflies can taste with their feet. The red part of the strawberry isn't actually technically the fruit. A fruit is something that contains a seed, so the seeds on the outside of the strawberry are the fruit and the red part is called the fleshy receptacle. Some lady got married to 3 people. The first person died and the lady ate that person's ashes and thought, this is tasty, and then got married 2 more times just to murder and eat people. If all kangaroos from Australia invaded Uruguay, each Uruguayan would have to fight against approximately 13 kangaroos. At the age of 420, Snoop Dogg will be dead. Cats show affection with their eyes. When your cat gazes at you with its eyes half closed or blinks slowly, it's a sign of trust. It means they are relaxed and content around you. These slow blinks can be thought of as kitty kisses. February 22, 2022 will be a Tuesday. The anus is the smartest muscle in the body. It can distinguish between liquid, solid and gas. Sperm whales only need to sleep 4 HRS a day while cats rest 14 plus HRS a day. The bigger a mammal is, the less sleep it usually needs. Defenestration refers to the act of throwing someone outside of a window. In what situation could I possibly use this word? Hello 911. What's YPR emergency? I got defenestrated. I'm sorry, where have been penetrated? The medical term for brain freeze is sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. The Sumerians had a gods of beer, named Ninkasi. All 3 E's in Mercedes are pronounced differently. There are roughly 150,000 ants for every 1 person on the earth. The salute originated from when knights would greet each other by lifting the visor part of their helmet. A male drone honeybee's ejaculation is so violent and powerful that it kills him, and the explosion is audible to the human ear. Big Chungus was made in 1940, so Hitler may have seen Big Chungus. At the age of 483, dog Snoop Dogg will be 69 in human years. That the words bookkeeping, bookkeeper, and bookkeep are the only words in the English language that have 3 consecutive double letters. People born in 1980s live in 2 millennia, 2 centuries and 5 decades, even though they're in their 30s. I was expecting to see mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Lasagna is just cake that tastes like spaghetti. Dog ears asterisk. Every 60 seconds in Africa a minute passes. The inside of your cheek is the same type of flesh as the inside of a vagina. And I can bet that as you read that, you licked the inside of your cheek. No number from 1 to 999 includes the letter A in its word form. Trinitromethylbenzene is also called trinitrotoluene. Or as most people know it, TNT. My school textbooks have a lot of these. Licking doorknobs on other planets is illegal. Jean-Michel Jarre and Sacha Gabor were in a relationship for a while. They never got married, simply because Gabor would have wound up being called Sacha Jarre. The inventor of the Pringles can, Frederick John Bauer, was cremated and his ashes were buried in a Pringles can. If not for an F4 tornado, Boris Karloff may have become a Canadian farmer. Ben Cohen, co-founder of Ben & Jerry's, has a condition called anosmia, which means he has a severely limited sense of taste and smell. That's why all the flavors have different chunks, textures, etc. He gets most of his enjoyment from food through the texture. Which I find delightful, glad he can still enjoy food. A dog year is the time it takes a dog to finish a full orbit around the sun. Penguins have knees. Coal is made up of dead plants and animals. Yet I was told that in school. Fun times. Pneumon-ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis is longest word ever and it's a type of lung disease. In Fairbanks, Alaska /32,000 people live there, but there are 24 Thai restaurants. This is weird because ethnic groups with 0.35% are before Thai populations. This came from the food theory video about Thai food.